I tried to figure out my whole life what the rain was. Figure out what it means to be underneath it. Figure out what the world becomes.
So what did you say you did again?
I didn't.
Oh, huh.
It's okay. We can talk about it. People get a little weird about it, that's all.
What are you, like a sex worker or something?
That's interesting. No. I work for an eccentric multimillionaire.
Oh. Doing what exactly?
That's where it gets a little weird.
Okay.
Have you ever heard of phobophilia?
I can't say I have. Is it like pedophilia or...
No, it's a type of psychological condition. Many of my clients have these conditions. You might say that most of my business is on the psychological gray market. Currently, my one employer has a love of fear.
That's pretty fucking weird.
My job is to scare him. I get paid handsomely for this.
Wow. How does a person become involved in something like this? Craigslist?
No. I met him at a yoga studio.
Ultimately, I find that the whole spirit just gets up and dances around inside. I mean, it's like church, but it's internal. There's a show inside, but it's for you, I guess.
You went to church?
Yeah, my dad was a God-fearing man.
Yeah? My parents worship the devil. Take it or leave it. It's not like what I do.
Sure.
So, what got you into Buddhist meditation? You seem to be taking it very seriously.
I just need to zone out in life. You know, tune out so I can tune in. My dad wants me to run his company. I can't. I mean, I don't know. I can't seem to give a shit about it.
Is this a big company?
Yeah, something like that.
I could do it.
What?
I can be very motivational. I can motivate you. I can drive you. In order for this to work, you have to trust me completely and do what I say.
Okay.
I never knew my mom much, or my dad. Cover us from the rain, they'd always say. Cover us from the rain. I tried to figure out my whole life what the rain was. Figure out what it means to be underneath it. Figure out what the world becomes. You need something I have. Talk! You're pathetic. But what's the most pathetic thing about you is that you have no idea. You have no idea what you're capable of. How did that glass of water taste?
Fine.
Are you sure? Maybe I dropped a little pill of LSD in there.
Did you?
Maybe I did. Maybe I didn't. But what I do know is that if I told you to get into this oven and curl up until you died, you would still just watch it happen. You're still not scared.
You're right.
You're a fool. You think you have control of your brain. You think you have control of time. But when you get into this oven, and you will get into this fucking oven, you will see the kind of tricks your brain will play on you. Maybe the bars will just burn you. Maybe they'll fuse with your skin and your bones. Maybe it'll feel like you're in there for longer and longer until you're in there for a fucking eternity. Maybe when you die, there'll be a retinal burn of the last thing you were looking at forever, and you don't know what I'll dangle in front of you to get you out. Things you would never consider doing in a million years. But the difference is, you will spend a million years in this oven. Your brain could just turn to goo at the mercy of the heat. And you will never adjust. And you will never find peace. Only fear and new pain. Fear everywhere. And you don't know who you'll become.
So, you burned a man alive?
Believe what you want. That's the point.
I have to go.